Well, greetings again. This is Dr. Bill White, and I want to talk about these bonded blocks. This particular one, I would like to take what I learned from it and possibly put it in with the hypoglycemic the case that was just done before this, where the condyle grew too fast on one side and didn't grow enough on the other side, and put this, what we learned from this, mix it in with the other one and see if we could do that without going in surgically and shortening that area. So I'm going to start off here with a little case that we got. A young man came in. That beautiful hair he had, and we'll show you. It looks perfectly normal from here, but he has a tremendous crossbite up in here, kind of a double crossbite. The top teeth go between two, the bottom teeth, I think, goes between two upper teeth, the lateral and the cuspid. And I'll show it to you in a minute. And we could not get a model made without breaking this tooth off. It went up in like this, and making the stone is so brittle, coming in, you touch it together to grind it or something, and it broke it off. We didn't get it glued on there so you could see where the lateral was. But it was a bad crossbite. And to do the crossbite, we put a bonded block over here. And so I got the guy back, and I thought, well, we'll put a block over on this side. And I could have put some on the other side, but I didn't. I just left it alone, and it would work by doing it. And let's show you that block in just a minute here. Now the other side of the mouth, everything fit together pretty good. He's missing a 6-year molar on both sides, and so we're going to balance that out by taking the 6-year molar off from here, and also the one on the other side of the mouth where this one was missing and these drifted too. And so we're going to take this one and we'll bring this up. I was planning to, and this person left before we got through, just disappeared. Now here, this lateral is broken off right in there, and there is the lateral on the bottom is back here. This is the central, I think, broke here, and then this is the lateral, and this is the cuspid. And so we've got a double crossbite, and the tooth inside is coming down here also. Now that's a tough crossbite, and so we're going to bond a block here where I could get this lateral to jump across. And I had to make a block that was nearly a 1/4 inch thick to work there. And so we're going to move those teeth together, and I went ahead and had somebody take them out before we got started. And this young man is 17 years old. He had some good wisdom teeth back here, so these had fillings in them, so we decided to take this out, and I'm going to close this and close this up over here. And we were well on the way of closing when the young man, he's 17 years old right at this point, and he just flat disappeared. There were several payments, way behind as far as we asked about them making a payment on it, and instead of that, they just bundled up and left. Maybe they were going to move anyway. But anyway, we didn't get the money for that, so I didn't get to finish the case like I did. Now here is the central on the left side, I believe there is, and that's the lateral. And then the lateral, the lower arch just broke off. But here the lateral is here, and you see where we're pushing down in there. So we want to spread this out and just try to get this lateral back in this spot over here. So that was what we were trying for. And so here it is coming that way. And in order to get enough room to bring that lateral through, we had to put a block on one side that was almost a 1/4 inch thick. Now put this block on the left side. Now look at this, remember where this is. Right over here, this has already come down part of the way. But we open this up this much over here, and we were working with the case, and I looked over one time, and with the teeth are in contact over on this side of the mouth. And while we bonded that on there, these teeth were apart almost, it looks like almost a 1/2 inch up there. It's not that far, it's over a 1/4 inch though, they were open. And so by bonding a block on this side to jump these teeth, we got these teeth to move together almost a space over a 1/4 inch thick. Now, if we could do that with regular people, why couldn't we have gone in on this young lady with a condyle hyperplasia and opened the space over on this side where it was short, bond that and leave that open even more, and then see if these teeth wouldn't move together on their own instead. But this was floored me that those teeth would come together that much, and I had not even planned on doing that, but I've had this happen now a number of times on cases where we open one side of the mouth and it would come together on the other side in a matter of a couple of months, something like that. All right, you see how wide that is. Now, if you're getting here and start to do it, we've opened a space and we're bringing this lateral through, and it took a little while to do that, to get that through. And so this block was holding this open, and now he chews on the teeth on the other side. So we got this to grow together while we had this opened over here. And now we come back, and I want to pull that lateral through that gap, and we had bonded blocks on this side where we didn't have any blocks. This closed. This tooth was a molar back in here, and we extracted it. It had drifted this far. Under here, we had this, I think, was in 2. This drifted a little bit, but not much. So we had to close that after we got here. Here's the lateral coming through the gap, and this was, I forget, it was about 1990 something, bringing lateral in. Now we're opening this, and this is moving in that direction, and we're bringing this lateral through that gap. Now, here the lateral is through where we got space enough for it, and we're pulling it through, and here is this bonded block we've got over here. It's almost it's over a 1/4 inch, and the teeth have come together that much on the far side. Now we take this block out over here, and he bites down, and he's got a gap over here like that. Now that looks kind of like a condylar hypoplasia problem, and now this will come together, and this will level out almost ideal. And I was thinking that if we open this bite on that hyperplasia case and let this come together even more, then we could take this block out over here at this side and get that to level up some without actually going in and doing a surgical procedure to do that. Now there we're going to take this out, and these teeth are closing too. And then we went ahead, we got the lateral is brought in now, and we have to torque it some, get this root in, get it in place. There it's coming through, and we'll have to torque it to get the root in. Now the bottom model is there, the block is there, and we took the block out. And that shows you the gap. Now this gap was over here, and the teeth were together over on this side. Now these will move together on their own without doing anything. It's just, you just line it up and she'll be chewing on one side and these will come together. Now here it is a month or two later. This is biting back together, and here we're going to have to close this up. I had him just about finished, and the young man parents, they just pulled off and left, and we wrote letters and everything trying to get in contact with him. I would have treated him for nothing if he'd have just come back and let me close this space up, but I never did. So you can see where this was just about to close up over here, and the thing was leveled out. Now, why couldn't we do something to a condylar hyperplasia like we had on that first young lady, and open that and get those teeth to grow together that way? Now we'll line this up, and I think he took off, and that was about as good as we got it before he left. But if wherever he went, this would be easy to close up right here, and but we could not get a hold of him to do that. So thank you for watching, and if you're interested in condylar hyperplasia, I would like to, if I were doing stuff again, I would come back and put a block under there and see if we could get that to close down on its own. Thank you for watching.